Hello friends, let's come to the another poem. The poem name is Fire and Ice. It is also written by Robert Frost. In this poem, the central idea of the poem is that he asked the again age old question. The question is whether the world will end in fire or in ice. The poet decides that any of two options would achieve its purpose successfully. The poet shares the common belief that everything that exists will have its end too. As in our Gujarati, there is one saying that Nam hoy eno nash hoy, means everything will be ended one day. People are divided on these issues. Some think that the natural element of fire will cause destruction of this world. Here, fire suggests the human emotions of desire, love, and passion. And other things that the world will end in ice. Here, ice suggests the hatred of humans. Here he says that other he says that end of the world, it is certain that one day the world will come to an end. The poet shares the belief of the people that everything that exists now will end sooner or later. The poet deals with a very sublime subject, the end of the world. Now, two different beliefs that here, as I told you before, that the poet talks about the two different beliefs that one says regarding the end of this material world. So some says the world will end in fire. The world will be reduced to a fireball in the end. There are other who thinks the world will end in ice, freezing all kind of life into the death and destruction. Here, first poet sides with those who believe that this world will end in fire. The poet links these two very powerful elements of nature to human emotions and human behavior. As I told you before, that fire is a symbol of human passions. Fire also stands for unbridled desires, uncontrolled passions of love and desire will be the cause of destruction of this world. Uncontrolled fire and untamed passionate desires will certainly bring an end of this world. As we all know that we all are chasing behind this materialistic world. We want to achieve money, power, materialistic things, and we are doing anything, we are harming our nature without thinking the the consequences of the things which is related to nature, and nature is the whole and soul thing of our lives. Okay, and poet confessed that he himself has tasted of desire, so he is quite aware of the potential of passion and fire of love are causing of the death and destructions. Eyes represent hate or cold reason. No doubt he says that fire is enough capable to destruct the world, but hate is also equally capable for destruction of the world. Here eyes represent the hate of the humans. As we all know that we all are fighting and we all want to achieve something, and in that we started hating each other because someone has something more than us, and in this race of getting something we started hating each other, and this hate will lead us to the someday to the destructions. Okay, so let's start to the poem. Some say the world will end in the fire, and some say in the ice. Here, poet says that the existing world will come to an end one day. People are divided on these issues. Some believe that this world will end in fire, and fire of passion and desire will lead the world to the end. Some people think that this world will end in ice. Cold reasons and hate will lead this world to destructions. However, the poet has experienced the passions of love and desire. He supported those who believe that fire of passion and desire will lead the destruction of this existing world. Come to the second stanza. But if I had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction eyes is also great and would suffice. Here, perish means die and suffice means to be sufficient. Fire can bring the destruction of the existing world, but if this existing world has to be destroyed, not once but twice, here he put the exaggeration. So we can use hyperbole literary device for this, but if it had to perish twice. And he says that if there is a chances of world destruction, not one but two times, if world destruct two times, then ice is also enough, means your hatred is also enough strength to destroy the world. The poet had seen and experienced enough of hatred in this world. Cold reasoning, devoid of human feeling, only pursued hate. And this cold reasoning is like ice. Ice itself is sufficient enough to cause the destruction of this world, as we all know that ice will freeze the things, and hatred is enough to freeze our feelings and emotions and our morality towards our society, and hatred is also enough to destroy our world. Okay, so quickly I am discussing the figure of speech of your lines. So first one, some say the world will end in fire. It suggests a metaphor because fire symbolizes strong emotions, desire and lust. Some say the world will end in fire and some say in ice. This has three literary devices. First is repetition of opening words. Second is metaphor, because metaphor is indirectly compared with strong emotions. The desire is equal to desire, fire is equal to desire, and hate is equal, ice is equal to hatred. Antithesis because fire and ice both are contrasting words, contrasting ideas putting in together in the same line. And the third one is metonymy because fire actually symbolizes strong emotion, desire, and ice symbolizes hatred and intense insensitivity. So metonymy is also one of literary device for these two lines. I hold with those who favor fire. It suggests alliteration because favor and fire are there. But if it had to perish twice, this line suggests personification because it's given the human attribute of perishing, not just one but twice, and hyperbole because it suggests the exaggeration by saying this world will perish twice. So here we also decide a literary devices too, so you can note it down in your book also. I hope you enjoy and you will be able to learn the things easily. Goodbye, have a good time ahead.